Lightning almost strikes twice. The Raptors blew a massive fourth quarter lead 2 nights ago against Chicago and nearly did the same here today. Orlando finished the game on a 17-2 run and should have made it 19-2 to send this game to overtime. We'll break down how it all happened in tonight's post-game show. So, yeah, just crazy. Kind of felt like when the Raptors were up 102-85 with like 4 minutes left in this game, it kind of felt like, okay, we're not going to blow another big lead. There's just not enough time for it to happen today, and no way we're going to do that again. But it almost happened again. Orlando quickly went on a 7-0 run, then eventually made it a 15-2 run, and then made it a 17-2 run to turn a 102-85 lead for the Raptors into a 104-102 lead. And then when they made it a 2-point game, on the inbound pass, the Raptors turn it over with 5 seconds left to give the Magic another opportunity, and Wagner smokes an open layup off the inbound, and the Raptors survive and get over the line. And again, I don't know how to feel about this because we all understand tanking is the more important thing for this team to do right now. But you also don't want to lose like this, like they did in Chicago. But you also don't really want to win. And if you win, you don't want to win by playing like ugly in the closing stages. So I don't know what to feel. Ultimately, I think if they did lose, I think you'd get over it and it would help with the tank. But the end of the game kind of ruined what was really positive second half, especially for Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett had a great game throughout. So there were a lot of really good things about this game for the Raptors. Like, look, they were 7-point underdogs, ended up winning the game outright. That's impressive and probably should have blown out the Magic. Just the ugly finish kind of ruins it. But we'll cover a little bit more in a sec here. Make sure you guys do hit the like button if you enjoy along the way. Subscribe for content like this throughout the rest of the Raptors season and beyond. So a key reason why they ended up faltering in that Bulls game in the fourth, Jakob Poeltl's still on a minutes restriction and did not play in the fourth quarter of this game again, as he did not play in the fourth quarter against the Bulls. And I think if he's in for those closing stages, the Raptors just are a better rebounding team, so less second chance points for Orlando, and the Raptors are a better defensive team, so they just allow less. And I think that his offense is also important for the team to have. So not playing him, it's being labeled as minutes restriction, which makes sense, but also like it should be structured so he plays the closing minutes of the game. But also, like, this could be very much regarded as a tanking maneuver. You don't play Poeltl in the fourth to give yourself a better chance of losing those spots. That's certainly a very plausible theory, which I can accept for sure. But yeah, these are kind of the first moments where I'm feeling like coaching is even taking some tanking measures in a way, because that's like brutal to not have Poeltl to close the game. But we'll see if minutes ramp back up, if he does start to close games again or not down the line. But again, there were good things to remember about this game. The offense crumbling in the fourth is not good for the second straight game. The defense coming to fourth is not good for the second straight game. But like, as much as maybe a tanking decision made by the coach, the players are not tanking. Continue to reaffirm this. Players are trying to win. Like, you see the emotion when they win these games. You saw the release when they got over the line in this game. Like, the players here want to win. And a lot of them showcased that throughout the game here. I thought that it was another struggle of a game on offense for Scotty Barnes here. IQ took about half the game to get going, but ended up playing great. But it was RJ Barrett throughout the game who was awesome. He finished 7 of 13, 2 of 5 from 3, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And he was doing such a great job of just initiating everything because Barnes wasn't really getting a lot going today. And IQ had a slow start, but like Barrett as the initiator was great, making great passes, really good playmaking, getting good shots up for himself. Just creating good offense, I think, the whole game. He was minus 15, which I don't think does his game justice. I think more so the end of the game kind of is the reason his plus minus dropped in that manner. But he was great. IQ as well, like I said, was great in the second half. He started the game 2 of 10. In fact, like wasn't great for the first pocket of the third quarter. Pirtle was in foul trouble. Barnes was in foul trouble. And the Raptors put the Magic into bonus like 3 minutes into the quarter. But late in the third, when the Raptors started to kind of take off a bit and pull out in this lead, it was because of RJ Barrett. Like there were some other good performances mixed in there. Like I thought Robinson had a good game today, maybe his best as a Raptor. Jamal Shed was great. Kind of annoyed he only played 17 minutes. Jamal Shed was great. But IQ had like 3 big shots in a row at the end of the third quarter. Then had some big plays to start the fourth quarter, which gave the Raptors this big lead. They're up by 12 a minute into the fourth quarter. They're up by 16 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Their largest lead today was 9. I think IQ played a big part in that happening. They were +9 in the possession battle overall. They were doing great on the glass, doing great at forcing turnovers. And I literally wrote down here, Orlando are a mess. Like they were an absolute mess on both ends of the floor. But when the Raptors started to get a little bit comfortable again and took their foot off the gas, that's when Orlando saw an opportunity and pounced and nearly did make that comeback in the end. But, you know, the game as a whole, the Raptors tried some different things here. A lot more Mobo today playing as a 4. They rarely had Mobo in as a strictly 5. They had Mobo in next to Pirtle or next to Robinson, and he kind of wreaked havoc on the perimeter as a defender. Now, the next steps will be for Mobo. Like defensively, I like that, but on offense, it's a little bit clunky to have Mobo next to Robinson and Pirtle. You're just lacking a lot of creation and you're lacking a lot of spacing there. But the Raptors tried some things today for sure. AJ Lawson got 14 minutes. Didn't do much himself. He actually had a cardio stat line pretty much, other than 1 turnover, but somehow went +16 in those minutes. So maybe the plus minus stat today wasn't super relevant, but they tried things. Some of it definitely like worked well, but when the game, like when the going got tough, it's like we continue to see the Raptors don't really have that bailout option on offense because like the shooting just isn't quite good enough in those settings. They were 7 of 22 from 3 today. Brandon Ingram, I think, is going to be a really, obviously, but like that style of play is just the type of player the Raptors, I think, are longing for and will definitely be beneficial to this team. But they get over the line. There was good things to like about the game. Like, you know, I know Orlando are favored, but it helped that they're not a good 3-point shooting team either. Both teams hit 7 threes each. Like, that's a low. Both teams shoot under 47% from the field, 30-ish% from 3. This game took forever with so many fouls. It wasn't the best of watches, but again, there are positives to take away from the Raptors. The tank battle kind of looks a little bit worse, I guess, here. Let's see if they have the updated here. We have a bit of a gap to the 6 seed. We're still in the 5 seed in the reverse standings, but it's easy schedule coming up for the Raptors. Find the schedule. Easy schedule coming up for the Raptors. They get Orlando again on Tuesday. Then they get Utah and Washington twice at home. So some wins are going to be here. So we'll see if this ethical tank starts to become a little bit more unethical as we go. But a win today for the Raptors. Again, don't really know how to feel, but let me know how you feel in the comments, in the chat. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content just like it, and enjoy the rest of your day.